Thanks for staying with us. The governorship candidate of the African Action Congress in Osun State, Honorable Olajide Esan, has expressed concerns about the current situation in the state, days leading to the election. He said the best option for the people will be the AAC. He now joins us live from Osogbo, the state capital. Honorable Olajide Esan, thank you for joining us. What exactly would you say are your major concerns, that of your party as regards the forthcoming elections in the state I'm in?
Thank you. My major concern has to do with the issue of vote buying and electoral violence that are, been happening in the state. So we'll be making sure that we are telling ourselves, our people, to desist from all forms of violence, but that is the concern and the issue of vote buying.
So regarding the recent accounts freezing and things like that, would you say that the trust of the people have been shaking a bit when it comes to electoral practices and even governance generally in the state?
Yeah, because there shouldn't be any basis for that, and I call it abuse of power, and there shouldn't be any reason for EFCC or federal government to take such an action.
All right, and if you were to look at the future of the state in terms of governance, where would you say you see the state in the next year or 2 years?
Where the state is today, the state is actually going nowhere if we still have the same kind of leadership we have in the state today, because they do not have any tangible investment in human capital development, no tangible investment in education, and no tangible investment in making our youth resourceful. So, and that is the issue. And the best investment the government can make is human capital development, because when your people become resourceful, that is when they have economic value. And it is those who have economic value who can be able to pay taxes. And unless we, AAC, political party that represent the only ideological political party in Nigeria, comes into position of leadership, that is when we can be able to liberate Osun State and be able to put the right things in place for our people.
So with all of this that you have said, what would you say are your own plans, and what would you say also distinguishes you from every other contestant?
First of all, in the history of governorship election in Nigeria, my manifesto, no manifesto comes close to my manifesto, and because it has a lot to do with giving governance back to the people. We want to make governance participatory, because for too long governance has drifted away from people it meant to serve, and what we are experiencing now is more of elite capture, not real leadership. And I do say that where there is no vision, perversion reigns, and what we have been experiencing, not just in Osun State, is perversion disguises as leadership. And what we are much more interested in is to give governance back to the people, because when the people are in charge, a lot of things can be done easily. But when political leaders have domineering influence over the people, a lot of things will, the problem will keep on going up. So that is the thing. And another thing is that we want to make sure that we create what we call Osun resident database, because this database will give us the demographic information of Osun resident and will help us to be able to put the right things in place for our people in Osun State. Another one has to do with financial dashboard. Financial dashboard is something that is going to make it easier for Osun people to track government spending, to know what comes in, what the expenditures are, and what is left in government account. And that is when their 1 naira misses, they can question me that governor, where is that 1 naira? That is accountability that has never been there anywhere in Nigeria. And another thing is what we call Ministry of Citizens' Rights, Workers' Protection and Compensation. We know that in Nigeria, justice is only meant for the rich. We want to create a kind of balance and a society that is every people in every Osun resident will have equal access to justice. And another one is Osun Child Trust Fund. We want to make it an investment portfolio for every child born in Osun State so that when they turn to the age of 18, they can be able to withdraw this money and to either further their education or start up a business. These things are these are foundational plans, not just about the regular way of recycling failed promises that, that we've been
Okay, Honorable, very quickly.
We've been facing in Nigeria.
Yeah, very quickly, Honorable.
So another we want to make, we have what we call...
if you can hear me, Honorable, very quickly, the elections are 8 days away. What would you say is your level of confidence regarding the level playing field, if it exists in Osun State, and whether you think you have a fighting chance to come up tops?
People are tired of this current establishment, and most of the people who take money from politicians do that because they do not have faith in them, because they have been recycling the same promises of road, electricity, and all that, and they never have them. And what they have been doing is, is more of siphoning state money and be doing kangaroo projects. And I believe that people want real leadership. People who put, the kind of leaders who sacrifices, not the ones who take advantage of the same problem that they themselves have created. Because in Nigeria, we don't solve problems in this country. We manage problems, and the kind of leaders we have always want to keep those problems around, so that they can keep on giving them advantage over the people, and that is it.
All right, Honorable Olajide Esan, governorship candidate for the AAC in Osun State. Thank you so much for joining us and speaking to the level of preparedness for the elections that is coming in just 8 days. Thank you for your time with us.